The cyber skins and scenery are finally back in Clash of Clans after 1 year. Today I'll be showcasing and reviewing everything from the Cyber Days set, and we're going to decide, are they still worth it after 1 year? Well, let's find out. Starting with the skins, we have the Renegade King, we have the Renegade Queen, we have the Royal Officer, the Minion Inventor, and the Grand Doctor, which was the Gold Pass skin for that month. These skins do have a more flashy animation to all of them. I guess it does make sense because it's the cyber season. Let's go over all these selection animations and the walking animations of these skins. So we have the Renegade King. He has like some kind of drilling effect and he actually hits the ground there, which is pretty cool. We have the Renegade Queen skin. She like spray paints this little power icon, which can be found across the scenery. Like there's some here, but yeah, nothing too crazy with the Queen skin. She just spray paints, I guess. And then we have the Royal Officer skin. You can see the little robot thing that's following her, a little cop robot, because she is the Royal Officer. She like jumps on the robot and slides around or skates around, I guess, which is pretty cool. We have the Minion Inventor here. He has like a jetpack on his back there, and he has some kind of mini, I guess, orb thing that he's holding in his hand, and like a green backpack effect there. And he actually goes and stands on the floor. I don't know if this is the first time he's actually walked on the floor, but that's pretty funny. And then we have the Grand Doctor skin. This is how he looks on the air mode. He actually gets hit by his little like TV thing. And we have the Warden on the ground mode, which has a really cool Easter egg to the crab dance when you select him. Yeah, I remember seeing this skin for the first time and I was like, man, this is so cool. The whole like, I guess, let's dance thing with the arrows is pretty cool. Not bad for a Gold Pass skin. Like he's just like a crab doctor, I guess, or his name is the Grand Doctor, but he's like a crab doing the crab dance. Here's how all these skins look in the Hero Hall preview. We have the King, the Queen, the Minion Prince, the Warden, and the Champion. Of course, there is no Duke skin for last year because he came out this year. And then here is the profile view for all the skins as well. The King, the Queen, the Minion Prince. He's actually still pretty high on the profile. He's actually really, really high. The Warden and then the Royal Champion there. And now let's showcase all the animations in the Hero Hall. So we have the Renegade King. He like jumps down, powers up his fist there. Nice little like orange effect happening there as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I like his extended arms here too. You can really see the whole cyberpunk-esque theme of this skin. He's rocking like the boots and the camo shorts or camo pants. And it's almost like he's not even human flesh. He looks like he's fully synthetic. Like he's just a robot. Even like the top of his head just looks like a helmet. It's not even like a real hair, but you know, still nonetheless pretty cool. Then we have the Renegade Queen skin. She like slides in, has her nice purple effect. I think that's like Elixir. Maybe it's powered by Elixir. And then she spray paints the floor there with like the icons there in the background. The hologram effect. Rocking the blue hair, the pink glasses, and the green jacket, which is pretty cool. I think this Queen skin was pretty underrated last year. I don't know if people really liked it, but people keep asking when it's coming back, so finally it is. And then we have the Minion Inventor skin. He like flies in, has his backpack or jetpack thing. His little hologram orb thingy. And then he's just sitting there playing on the screen, doing some, who knows what he's doing some calculations maybe. He is supposed to be like some kind of inventor, but yeah, green goggles look pretty cool. Then we have the Grand Doctor. This guy's like some kind of evil villain, I'm pretty sure. He like walks around, has his little machine thing that he flies around with. And then he has like a mini computer thing as well. And his head is just floating. I think his head is like floating in water, I'm assuming, or some kind of liquid that's keeping him alive. And then we have the Royal Officer, which is the last skin. She has CPD, which I think means Clash Police Department, I would assume. She like flies around chasing her little robot thing, which is cool. And there's also the power icon there as well. She has like the skates, rocking the whole like cop uniform, I guess you could say, and then her spear and shield there on the back look pretty cool. And now let's take a look at the placement and attacking animations of all the skins. We have the King first. He has a nice orange holographic effect there. He walks in with his giant arms, and he either hits with his left hand or his right hand. He charges up the hits as well because, you know, the whole big metallic arms. So yeah, really, really massive arms. Has a slight orange hit effect in the buildings as well. And you can see the massive arms of this skin when he goes down, like huge orange effect thing going on. His arms like fell off and he's trying to get up, or I guess reattach them, but his arms are on the ground, which is pretty funny. And then we have the Renegade Queen skin. She has like a little hologram effect as well, and she has a nice purple shot effect when she's actually hitting the buildings too, which I think looks really good. She kind of walks or runs in as well, and she like one shots it or holds her arm when she's shooting. And then when she goes down, she has like these giant orange and blue arrows. There's like a little mini spotlight. Her spray paint can has broken and her little weapon thing is still on the ground attached to her with like little tube there. And she is just dizzy on the ground. But yeah, these death animations of these skins, I remember them people saying that they are really distracting because they are pretty massive and they have like a lot of effects. But I guess it does make sense with the whole cyber theme. And then we have the Minion Prince skin. He also has a little effect and his little orb like circles around him when he's attacking. He also has like a nice purple effect there when he's hitting. Pretty cool skin, honestly, with the whole effect thing moving around, and the actual hit animation as well looks pretty cool. And when he goes down, his jetpack is like making him fly everywhere. He has his tongue out there and his little jewel orb thing is on the ground trying to, I guess, get back. It's like a magical orb power. I don't even know. But yeah, pretty goofy animation from him. And then we have the World Champ skin. She has like a red and blue effect when she gets placed and a nice electric effect when she's actually attacking as well. She skates in with her roller skates there. This skin also has a pretty distracting death animation, the whole alert thing with the red alerts, the yellow and black marker. You can see her spear and her, I guess, siren thing is broken off of her robot there. It's like electrocuting her in a way, but she's sad because the robot's gone down, which is funny, and her hat's on the floor too. So yeah, really flashy death animation for her as well. And just in case you want to see how the Seeking Shield looks when she throws it, she actually throws her shield with the red effect there and it hits the building, which is pretty cool. And finally, we have the Warden on the ground mode. He also has some kind of effect as well, but he actually shoots out of his little computer thing there on the ground mode. There's like a nice, I guess, blue beam there happening from him. This skin really likes to put his whole body when he's attacking, even though he's using his computer. And then here's how he looks when he goes down. He like falls all the way apart, like he's completely broken down all of his body. There's his hand there. His computer thing has like a little alert thing. He's like stuck inside of his thing upside down, which is pretty funny. Yeah, a lot of crazy animations on these skins. And then we have the Warden on the air mode. He also has little blue effects there as well. But this time he actually attacks by swinging his arms, and then the beam comes out of the middle, which is pretty cool. And then when he goes down in the air mode, his head still falls off. I think he's trying to pick himself back up, but he still has the computer with the little alert thing there. Yeah, overall pretty funny. Like he just can't get himself back up because he's knocked down, literally. And finally, for the skins, we have all the upgrade animations of these skins, starting with the King. He has like a nice Z hologram effect going on here, and he's just resting on one of his arms, has one of his arms on his chest there. And then we have the Queen here with the Z's out of the holographic purple effect, which is cool. She's resting with her glasses on the top of her head, actually. actually. And then we have the world champion here. She's resting with her little robot. Her spear is on the floor, and she has like the Z's, which are red, and the teal effect, which is cool. And then we have the minion prince, the purple Z's, or the purple like border, and the white Z's in the middle. It's like kind of glitching out as well, and he's resting with the little crystal thing in his hand. And then the warden on the ground mode, he has a bunch of Z's all around him, like one for his computer, one for his actual body, and then one just over here. It's like a loading thing, which is pretty cool. And this is how he looks in the air mode. His thing is actually like moving around him, which is kind of crazy. And that thing has the Z on it, or the computer, I guess. So yeah, pretty funny, honestly. A lot of details on the animations all throughout, like from death to attacking to actual movement when you select them. Really cool skins overall. And now that we've covered all the skins, let's get into the scenery, because this scenery has been requested all year long. And every time someone asks me what my favorite scenery is, I always say the cyber scenery. I just wish this scenery was an XL scenery. Sadly, they didn't start doing XL sceneries until the Clashorama season, but man, I must say, I just like the whole cyber feel to it, and I don't like it because of this reason over here. People are gonna say I only like it because of that reason. If you know, you know, the billboard. But yeah, I really like the whole vibrant part of the scenery. The main thing I also like is the tiling too. Like the blue tiling around the buildings just looks so good in my opinion. It was removed temporarily, I think, at one point last year, then it got added back. And also the purple effect of like the obstacles looks really cool as well. This scenery does not have a custom trader or custom super barracks, but don't really think they were making them consistently back at the time a year ago, but I don't really think that matters. But it does have a custom builder base boat and a custom client capital ship, and the forge as well, which look pretty cool to like the cyber theme. So you can see how they look there. Nice lights there. This is how it looks when it's destroyed, I guess, if you want to see that. Now the tiling in the middle doesn't look that crazy, but like I said, it looks better because of the whole glow effect of when you actually place buildings down. You can see the glow effect pretty well there in the middle. I just think the blue effect makes the scenery so good. And there's like a slightly darker area in the middle, but it's outlined by like this purple, I guess, holographic area, which I think looks really good on the scenery. So nothing really going on in the middle like we're seeing now with the newer sceneries, but I really feel like this scenery is detailed from the ground up. You can also see the rain on the scenery on the outskirts here. There's rain over here on the right, left, top left, and the right side. There's this area over here with like holographic palm trees. There's like a dome here with some torches, some trees. There's constantly flame coming out of this like holographic futuristic castle area. There's a crown there. There's some graffiti on the walls. There's this little robot thing that's constantly patrolling. We have like some more cyber buildings in here. There's actually things inside of these buildings as well, like tables. There's different things happening, or there's a banana right there actually. Yeah, there's like different desk areas. There's some more like pipes, tubes, a little alleyway over here. More of those like little signs there. There's also these posters, and there's this chest thing here too. I think this scenery really leaned on the whole teaser aspect, because there was like the chest event, there was like this whole summer jam thing happening, there was posters, and there was also this reference here on the bottom of the Clashorama minion prints, which was really cool to see. I'll get into the rest of the references soon, but I want to cover the scenery like from right to left, you know, going all the way around. We also have this statue of like the Kawaii Giant, which was from 2 years ago for the original anime scenery, or the anime season rather. Nice glow effect on all these buildings. There's like a sign here, which I don't know if this is like a reference or like a teaser to the Cosmic season, because this came out beforehand, but you know, I always wondered if this could have been for that, because it was pretty big on the teasers in my opinion. There's more billboards, more signs, like a rage spell there. We have the Grand Doctor skin over here. There's like a floating fish. More signs over here. There's the King skin. I think this is like the Grand Doctor's lair. You could see more graffiti, more of like the barrels, lights flashing off of the street there. More of like the power signs. There's like the hogs from Clash Royale. More emotes. There's like a hammer logo there. There's this giant thing that says Petco. The temperature there, it's like raining with the degrees, which is pretty cool. A futuristic castle looking thing down there. More signs here with the Archer Queen. She's like talking. I think she's trying to like save the whole city from the Grand Doctor. I think that was like the whole lore of the season last year. There's some cars moving here. You can see more cars here on like the futuristic highway. More of them. They're like actually different designs too. Like they look pretty cool. There's like a cop car, red car, yellow car, a blue car, green car. Several different cars down here as well. Like in the alley, there's like a floating fish there. There's some goblins walking around down here in the alley. There's like these little street things. I don't know what those are. Maybe like pathing things. There's like a sign thing there. More signs over here. And like I was saying, there's actually like the mecha here, the mecha troop that we had. There's some more riding over here. There's the cyber prince there. There's the Mashraba prince there. More streets down here. There's this cool little area here with, I don't know what this is, like lighting inside of an area. More signs down here. You can see like the C logo. There's a hammer. There's more signs like with a face. There's the anime warden